I put this video out yesterday, Finger of Death underwater phenomenon in Antarctica, and the lovely, this is Wallong Sky Watch is Nim. And this is Nathan. Like to say thank you very much for all the support from people like this. There's Lady Legs, there's loads of other people, Monique, Alan, they've been around me for years, so thanks very much. And thanks very much for this little video here, Nim. So obviously she said watch this link, so I did. It's an article which is going to come up in a second. Thank you very much there, Nim. Thank you, Nim. Yeah, Nim's been there from the beginning. Here it is. A massive freshwater river is flowing under the Antarctica ice. That's what she found. The 285-mile stretch of water, of meltwater, is longer than the Thames and could speed ice loss. Well, and they've just noticed it, so it's not man doing it then, it's a natural thing. But anyway, that was the picture there. Under ice river, which might be causing those fingers of death. And they're saying basically it's wait till it comes up. It says here, scientists know the ice covering Antarctica is melting, but they don't fully understand all the forces at play. Now they've made a surprising discovery that might help explain ice loss across parts of the massive continent. A 285-mile long river causing underneath the ice. They discovered this mysterious river by flying an aircraft over Antarctica to gather radar data, which they combined with models of how water would move on the continent. From the analysis, the team discovered that the hidden rivers flows at 3 times the rate of the river in London, reports Wired Simon. Ice covering the area as big as France and Germany combined. From the east and west, Antarctica ice sheets is slowly melting and contributing water to the river. Very interesting that, isn't it? It's quite amazing that they're telling that to us now. So it's not global warming, is it? But anyway, to find which the team shared in a paper published in Nature, whatever that is, Geosciences, late last month, means the underside of Antarctica's ice has more active water flow than the scientists previously understood. This could make it more susceptible to human-caused climate change. It isn't really, is it? It's an underwater river. The region where the study is based holds enough ice to raise the sea level globally by 3.4 metres, 14 foot, says study coordinator Martin Siegert, a natural scientist at Imperial College London in England, in a statement. How much of this ice melts and how quickly is linked to how slippery the base of the ice is. A newly discovered river system could strongly influence the process. Just a few pictures, but interesting what they're saying, I suppose. But it isn't man doing it, is it? Well, no, man causes lots, but this looks more like a natural thing. What's your thought of that then? Do you think it's a natural thing, or do you think that it is more a man-made, they're saying? But then they're doing it to us, and then they blame us for it, even though they... Anyway, let's have a look at this one. They make us buy all the goods, but they're doing it. Anyway, Antarctica is remote, rugged, vast, making it extremely difficult to study. That's part of the reason why scientists haven't discovered the subglacial river already, but they also didn't expect to find one. In Greenland, for example, the warm summer temperatures melt ice from the tops, causing large amounts of water to flow from the surface and filter down through deep crevices. In Antarctica, however, the summers are colder and the ice surface doesn't melt much. Because of this, scientists assumed that there wouldn't be much water underneath the ice sheets. Instead, they revealed Antarctica's ice is melting from the bottom, caused by friction as it rubs against the land, as well as the natural geothermal heat from the earth. So what's the finger of death about? Because that freezes when those... I'm going to look at that again in a moment. The scientists determined that the amount of melting ice is not huge, no more than a few millimeters a year, but since the ice's surface area is so large, even a millimeter of meltwater can add up to a massive, fast-flowing river. Well, seawater is more salty and stuff like that. So these columns come down and attach themselves to the floor, and inside is cold running water. Sorry, the ice is the thing that's melted, the fresh water, and inside must be seawater, but I don't understand. They don't mix, and then this comes down and comes to the ground, and then whatever it touches, it freezes. But inside is running water, so it has to be the sea, because this is frozen, inside isn't, and that's not. So that's credible itself, isn't it? Oh, I've put the video on, hang on. Columns come down and you don't want to go anywhere near them. But if the icebergs are doing these naturally and attaching themselves to the floor, how can all the rest be happening like that video, like the article says? Let's go back to the article. So this article can't be right then, with the fingers of death coming down. Well, nothing ever adds up, does it? But anyway, let's carry on. Because obviously, let's get past that. It's all so many ads. It's quite incredible, really, how many adverts there are. Right, here we go. Stop it here. All the fresh water flows into the Weddell Sea, where Antarctica's ice sheets go from resting on land to floating on water. This transition zone, called the grounding line, is especially vulnerable to warming temperatures. Understanding more about what is affecting the sensitive region can help researchers develop more accurate models for estimating future sea level rise. It's always got to be rising, isn't it? We know that things are maybe have been lower, and yeah, all they talk about is it rising. But anyway, not talking about tsunami. Tsunami change mounds of water as well, if they're true. In fact, the discovery of the river is its abundant flow of fresh water helps explain a puzzling mismatch between satellite measurements and the melting models. Satellites had suggested a greater amount of ice loss was occurring, and they were right. The paper adds a piece of the puzzle of understanding what's actually going on the ground line, says Pietro Miglio. Oh, is that Miglio? A physicist at the University of Houston was not involved in the study, so to the Wired. Finding the river, then, is a significant boost to scientists' overall understanding of Antarctica's subglacial hydrology. This, in turn, means they can better predict how the scientists' ice sheets may behave if global warming continues unchecked. Oh my God, how is it unchecked? That's all they freaking talk about. This discovery could be a missing link to our model, says the study, blah blah, a glaciologist at the University of Waterloo in Canada, in a statement. We could be hugely underestimating how quickly the system would melt by not accounting for the influence of the river systems. Only by knowing why ice is being lost can we make models and predictions of the ice will react further under global, oh God, of course they love that. To me, global means money, heating, and how much this could raise the sea levels. Right, well, they have to frighten us, don't they? But we already have a good feeling that in Antarctica there was a civilization there until a certain period ago, and there isn't now, but people find buildings and pyramids and things there, so it wasn't like that. So something happened for it to turn into that. But anyway, I think that's the last bit of the video. It's not the longest study. I think if we go down, yeah, see, it's the end. That is the end of that video. So I'd like to say thank you very much to Nim for all this, and how crazy that this goes against the finger of death. That doesn't work with this. But anyway, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. What's your thoughts? Thank you very much, Nim.